Okay, welcome to Kailami. Whenever the FIA can wave the green flag at the back, that's when we start.
Are you all ready? I guess. Yeah, off you go. Off you go.
what a wave! Alright, so anyways, as we head to 5 little lights for the South African Grand Prix here at Kailami, it's lights out of the way we go. Chris with an electric start off of P2, and he's already up into P1. He's usurped Green and Jawari. It's been a horrendous start for Green. You can see that's Oiskry challenging the Bronze GP into turn 1, but Chris crucially is leading with a great start here in his new team for Red Bull. Green and Jawari trying to find him round the outside. Round turn 4 we go now. It's a left-hander. Oiskry applying pressure to the Bronze GP. There's a McLaren of Danny going super wide in the background, and Oiskry isn't able to make the overtake on Green. Here comes the second Lamborghini behind his own teammate now of Bruno Raptors in P4. They're side by side of the two Lambos at the moment as we speak. As they enter the middle sector, Bruno's still behind his teammate. Pixel's got on a pretty decent start from P10, already up to P5, trying to challenge the two Lambos. Danny trying to apply pressure. Bruno going wide there. There might be Danny's chance in the McLaren to make an overtake at the top of the hill.
Forward.
It's a Ford, okay. Pixel taking a really weird line down into the inside of the corner of the top of the hill. Someone spun. That's probably Bacon. It's probably Bacon.
Bacon half spun. He managed to hold it.
Okay, he's fine then.
Who's the fourth then? That was in turn 5 or something.
I don't know.
Me.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Okay, well.
Okay, I'm removing the Ford right now.
Alright, well anyways, it's a massive fight in the background between Danny, Bruno Raptors, and looks like Pixel right now. So crucially, out in front, Chris is your race leader. Green in second, Oiskin P3. Here comes their Lamborghini, the Bruno to the inside of the McLaren of Danny. Can he make the overtake stick through turn 3? No, not on this occasion. It's not going to work. And Danny actually slightly wide. Might allow Pixel to make an overtake. Pixel goes wide himself. Oiskin, nice CC. Alright, well.
By the way, I'm still on track with the medical car because I had to remove that Ford.
Okay.
So ignore the car that's driving around.
So to the inside of turn, I believe, like 6 or something. Can he make the move stick? He's still side by side with Danny as we speak, taking a bit of a more tight line. Is the Bronze GP, but Danny, for the time being, is still ahead. Head Pixel takes the ramp. That's his racing line. Okay, interesting.
Oh god, Green's caught up so much.
Has he? Oh yeah, Green and Warrior now crucially side by side with the Red Bull. Running outside is going to be forced. Maybe switch to the inside of the corner, and Green and Warrior now lost the race lead at the start. Has got it back off of the Red Bull, and Chris slips down to P2 as we enter lap 3, soon to be the medical car. Right on track as Green going very defensive, forces Chris to go the long way around and isn't able to make the overtake stick. Is the Red Bull. So Green now your race leader. Chris still behind. Oiskry in P3, then Bruno, then comes Danny, Pixel, Demo, and then Quag and Bacon. There's your race order. Okay. What's it called? Yeah. Been an electric start for Chris, but he has lost position to his title rival, who leads the championship standings by 50 points because Chris wasn't here for 2 races. So, there's that. We're going to see what Chris will maybe think of. Can he make an overtake in this middle sector? It's very hard to overtake through here. So, don't think he'll make an overtake through here. Currently, the person with the most amount of CCs is Quag. He's on 6, Pixel on 5, Oskry 5, Noah 4, Green 3, Demo 4, Danny 3, Bruno 5 now. Where's freaking Chris's name? Oh, he's on 2. Yeah. That's pretty much it.
Quag, you cannot lose to Bacon,
Danny's just overtaken Bruno.
Okay, yeah. Quag's literally being overtaken by a Ford of Bacon. That is crazy.
Quag,
oh, Danny going defensive. Danny going defensive. Oh, is Quag able to make an overtake right outside of the corner? I think these two going wheel to wheel right now. Bacon coming back to the inside. He breaks that much later, but how's he outbraked himself? Quag pushes the Ford off the racetrack, and Quag has made an official overtake. Oh my goodness, but you can't believe it. Quag in the Audi is currently ahead. Oh, Demo disconnected, I bet. I bet you. Yeah. He's at the top of the hill. He's at the top of the hill. He's at the top of the hill and he's dead. Oh my god.
I mean, wait, it was before lap 3, right? So
I mean, he can. I mean, disconnecting is a different rule, but I mean, he can rejoin. He says, "I fucking give up." Oh my god. Well, yeah. Anyways, Chris has closed the gap slightly to Green Ninja Warrior throughout this middle sector. So there's that. We go back to the action with Quag and Bacon. Quag has lost the position to the Ford. Danny, as you were saying earlier, Matsuki, Danny originally overtook Bruno, but then Bruno's now back ahead. So there's that demo
Where
rejoins.
is
Oh, I
why
locked the
is the
server.
locked?
My bad. Alright, my bad.
Where's his car? Oh,
Top
I
of the hill.
see it.
Alright, the gap now
Yeah,
down to
outside the track at
4/10.
the moment.
Alright, the top three about 1.5 seconds within each other, so pretty decently close out in front. Chris trying his hardest to apply some pressure to Green Ninja Warrior.
Yes, Quack, he's got bacon again. Come on, Quack.
That is crazy. Quack back ahead
That's
of
all
the
the
forward.
back markers.
That is wild, bro. I wonder how many
Oh, wait,
times they'll get lapped.
How many laps should Demo have? Because
Just
he's
put him
just...
a lap down. That's it.
Okay.
Alright, there we go. Okay,
Set
here's
demo
Chris
lap.
now. Chris getting closer to Green Ninja Warrior, but still not close enough to think of an overtake. Slight bit of oversteer. Exiting the corner for the Braun GP, and Chris, this has been the closest that he's been for a minute now. He's going to be that much later on the brakes compared to the Braun, but Chris has gone a bit deep.
Quack,
No, Quag, no. Oh, he was having a Titanic scrap, and he has spun it around.
Oh wait,
Quack,
shit.
Quack, he's not that far ahead. He's not that far ahead. Lock him, bro. You can catch him.
This guy.
Just lock him, bro.
How do I set someone's laps?
Change the guy's name laps
Change
to
demo
4.
Lap 4. There we go.
Yeah, there we go. Alright. Danny not
Well,
close enough to
yeah,
make an
we got
overtake on
them, mate.
Bruno Raptors. Green Ninja Warrior. 7/10 clear of Chris because Chris made a slight mistake. Chris closed in slightly as well.
Quack! No!
Oh my god, this guy.
Quack,
I mean,
lock
he's
him,
still
bro.
going, so that's the important part.
Yeah, but
He's
he's
now
miles
ahead of
behind
Demo
now.
technically because Demo has disconnected.
Quack, lock in, man. Lock in. You can't lose to a Ford. You've seen
Oh, Green Ninja Warrior and Chris are having a scrap out in front. Chris to the inside of turn 6 of the Braun GP, but isn't able to make the overtake stick. Green still defending and still ahead for the time being, but how long will he be able to stay ahead of the charging Red Bull? Up the hill with
Ice is
time.
just lingering in the background, by the way. Like, if these two scrap a lot, Ice is there to jump on them.
Which is crucial for Lamborghini, of course, in terms of the fight for the Constructors' Championship. And one Braun GP currently leading the race, the other down in 6th place, so not ideal for him. Currently, Lamborghini would outscore Braun GP. Should be crucial for the Constructors, and Green Ninja Warrior is still ahead of Chris. Going slightly wide through the final corner. I believe it's turn 15, that one.
Did you say Lamborghini would outscore Braun?
For the time being right now, yeah.
Yes. Because Oyster's in 3rd and Bruno's in 4th.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Pixel's in 6th.
Right.
Oh yeah, that is also true.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about Pixel. It's been a horror show of a weekend so far for Pixel. It looked really nice in free practice, and then in quali just completely died, and yeah, he's currently struggling right now in P6,
Like, stop
so...
spinning, man. Just, Jesus Christ.
Quack is now 2 corners ahead of Demo. Demo is slowly catching him.
Yeah, Demo will go slowly. Quite spun like 3 times in the past 2 laps.
Yeah, Demo's getting a second A sector.
That is crazy. That is straight crazy. Alright, well, Green Ninja Warrior slightly wide at the top of the hill, but Chris isn't able to capitalize on Green's mistakes here. The gap ever so slightly closing every single time you count down, and Green Ninja Warrior still being ahead. You can hear the downshifts of the Red Bull, how aggressive he's shifting down, trying to gain much time as possible. Quiet complaining about the bumps. Green wide
Demo's
to
on
the
the
final
same
corner
straight
again.
as him now.
That's crazy. The gap from 3/10. It's oh, Chris' lap didn't count. Okay, I'll change it.
No, Chris is 3 seconds. No, I think Chris is just lagging. It's gonna reset itself in a moment.
Okay. Chris is still in P2. That timing screen is wrong. He's still P2. So, yeah. Don't know how he's lagging that hard, but okay. Alright.
I can't believe that he's lagging that. I've had multiple moments where I've also lagged out a couple seconds out
Bruh.
because of my internet.
Well, Chris
I
is...
swear this is the guy who said its internet speed is like 2,000.
Yeah, I swear this guy was the one that said he has NASA internet, so,
What a liar, what a liar.
Alright,
Well,
well...
Quack goes right. Demo's currently attacking him on the main straight.
Yeah, this isn't lasting long.
Ah.
Come on, Clark, put up your best offensive display.
How long can Quack keep the Red Bull of Demo behind him? for P9 this is, by the way. Alright, Quack slightly wide to the corner. Oh no, the Red Bull and Demo's going to the better exit. He is coming. Demo is coming. It might be this overtake right here around this long right-hander return 5. Quack going very wide. Here comes the Red Bull and Demo. Maybe around the outside is going to be forced. Demo is forced a long way around. Quack's defend brilliantly. He has defended the Red Bull. He can't make the overtake through there, but he can't defend to the S's. Here comes Demo to the inside. Quack being pushed up the track nearly, and he's still ahead for the time being, but Demo better exit up at the top of the hill, more comfort under the brakes. Quack tries to fight back to the inside, and it isn't going to work. Demo makes the overtake on the Audi.
You actually put up a decent fight, you know, but that's more than I thought you would.
Oh no, Quag.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
What a save! What a save!
Oh my god.
What a save!
Oh god. Alright.
Yo, wait, what? Bacon got Pixel. What the hell happened there?
Pixel made some sort of mistake or something, because how the hell has that happened? Alright, well.
Perhaps Pixel may have pit?
I don't know. Well, currently, Oiskry, he is closing in on Chris more than Chris is closing in on Green right now. So this is hasn't been an ideal moment for Chris now. And Greninja Warrior has got quite a gap to his championship rival, as we're now halfway done with this Grand Prix.
I think, yeah, pit stops are going to be soon. I mean, with it only being 20 laps, honestly, halfway point would be the most logical for me. So
And yeah.
I think we might be seeing some stops soon.
Probably either this lap or the next. Let's see what the strategy will be like.
Honestly, for Ice, I'm surprised he didn't go for an undercut, because he's been there or thereabouts, but hasn't quite had the pace to get with them. If he pit a lap earlier, like the lap before, he could just, like, a 1 lap tire offset isn't huge, and he would have got the undercut on them. So maybe a bit of a mistake from Ice's side, but we'll see how it pans out. Could be cooking up something.
We'll see what Lamborghini and the rest of the teams will choose to do. As we're, like you said, 50% with the race. And Chris, oh, okay, Greninja Warrior, same thing. He went a bit wide.
Yeah, I think the tyres are starting to get to them a bit. I'd be surprised if we don't see the front one boxes.
Here's Oiskry now. Oiskry that much closer to Chris and the Red Bull. What do the race leaders decide to do? Do they come into the pit lane? Is it too early? What is their strategy? Greninja Warrior looks like he is coming in. Chris follows suit. Yeah. So does Oiskry. Everyone. Okay, well, all right. There's like a, okay. That's a warning for.
Hell, what was this?
It's a warning for speeding in the pit lane for Chris. But these pit stops are going to be crucial. Chris comes into the pit box. There's a car behind.
Well, no, because
not. Oiskry looked fine, but. All right. Greninja Warrior still ahead of Chris. This has to be a crucial pit stop for Oiskry. Puts on the set of mediums. Is he going to be ahead of Chris? Oiskry with a great pit stop, and Oiskry and Lamborghini. It's an excellent stop for them, and now he's the one in P2. So Lamborghini have worked wonders with the strategy, and Oiskry.
I was questioning him at first. Yeah, I was questioning him, and he's just proved me wrong. That was a very, very well executed stop from Ice.
Not been a good stop for Red Bull and Chris, and now it's put him a decent ways behind Greninja Warrior. But Chris, that much more confident on the fresh tires, though. You can see how much more pacey he is compared to the Lamborghini. Was going a little bit defensive, forcing Chris to go a long way around.
Not pit this lap.
All right.
Oh no, and Pixel, but I think he pitted earlier.
Okay, well here comes Chris to the inside of the corner. Can he make an overtake here? Not on this occasion, but Oiskry goes a bit wide, actually very wide. He's still ahead for the time being, but Chris that much closer. Up at the top of the hill we go now, but wide for Chris though, onto the gravel. And Chris, he's managed to keep it going, but he cannot afford mistakes like that. Fastest lap is currently in favor of Greninja Warrior. He's actually gone purple in the middle sector, so...
The question is, can Ice put pressure on Green? Because, I mean, Chris did it for a bit, couldn't really make it work. We know both Ice and Green, they both use controller, so, I don't know, maybe Ice... I mean, obviously, well, we saw Chris put up a fight and then he fell off a little bit before, so it's going to be interesting to see if Ice can...
Ice in the pits went from 2 seconds behind to 1 second behind Green. Interesting.
Alright, well, let's see what they will choose to do. Do they go on and I refuse to. You have to pit. It's like in the regs, you have to. And Danny says he stuck the wall, and I think Danny's gonna be out.
Chris is on. Yeah, he's jumped out.
Oh god. Okay. Well.
Currently attacking Ice.
And to the inside goes the Red Bull of Chris. Can he make the overtake? They're currently side by side right now at the top of the hill. Here comes Chris to the inside, and he's more confident on the racetrack. Oyster taking a bit of a tighter line, might allow him to get a better exit. They're still wheel to wheel as we speak. Down the hill we plunge with Chris and Oyster. Chris, I think it's gonna be slightly late on the brakes compared to the Lambo, which he is, and Chris is now ahead of Oyster. And now can he restart his charge to Green Ninja Warrior? Oyster more late on the brakes at the final corner. There's the McLaren of Danny.
I'm gonna go remove it.
All right.
That's a crucial move for Chris then in this race because he definitely had the pace to challenge Green. So he's just got to do it again now, basically. A cheeky corner cut from him, I will say. That was a bit. Yeah.
Currently, the only one with a higher CC is Pixel.
I mean, instantly then, I think visually it looks like the gap from Green and Chris has already gone down. So Chris is definitely pushing here, trying to catch his championship rival.
So is Oyster. Oyster is keeping up with Chris at the moment.
Ice is, they seem to be reeling him in.
Yeah. Overcut didn't work. Oh, oof. Okay, got very close to the wall there. But he's fine.
Yeah, Quag, two things. The overcut never works in this league, and you need to have actual pace to make an overcut work. So, you know.
Yeah, literally. Currently in the sector times, looks like...
he is.
Chris and the Greater matched in the middle sector. Oyster about 3 tenths
Demo's now fighting Bacon.
I can't spectate Demo, so I'm just forced to spectate Bacon. Is currently, you can see the Red Bull is ahead on the soft tires. Oh, bit of a snap from the Red Bull. He's kept it. That was very weird from Demo, and Bacon now ahead. He's actually wheel to wheel, side by side, around his right hander we go. Demo to the outside, then switches to the inside, takes a bit of a tighter line, little oversteer on the exit of the corner. I think Bacon is going to be ahead, which he is, but he has gone wide. And Demo now, he can make another overtake. Once again, he's going to be forced a long way around by the Ford. Can he make the overtake stick? It's not going to work. Ford and Bacon defending brilliantly here as we speak, and Demo isn't able to get through. Huh?
Look at the timings.
Out in oh, wait, what the?
Oh, what happened to Chris?
What happened to Toys?
He made fun or something.
I missed it. I started spectating Ice, saw him like quite far behind Green, and Chris was nowhere. So something's obviously happened, but yeah.
I think he may have spun or something. What are the times? Where's Chris?
Chris is miles behind, and Green Ninja Warrior, he's now cruising ahead, and Oyster's got a massive gap to Chris as well, so...
Something happened last lap.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because look at the timings, there's nothing so massively different. Oh wait, could it have been a lag or something?
Maybe,
oh, wait, because he's still behind anyway, so...
Yeah, you can see on track he's miles behind, so something's happened.
This isn't even Chris's fault, though. He's still within... I mean, he's just lagging like mad. He says he's 8 seconds. And the timing screens don't show anything out of the ordinary. So something...
No, that must mean that it happened last lap, not this lap.
Yeah.
Very
it's just that we were spectating something else, and...
Well, that is...
Whereas the Demo's ahead of...
Something has massively compromised Chris. And he's now miles behind. And his new team for Red Bull... I mean... He's currently sitting in P3, which isn't a bad result, but his title rival is leading by quite some distance.
Lag's getting lapped by Pixel.
Great. I'm going to rejoin the game because the lag is getting a bit...
Pixel against Bruno is an interesting fight.
I'm going to... What's it called?
Because they're a bit close.
By the way, this race victory for Green Ninja Warrior, if he were to get it, would equal his record for 5 Grand Prix wins in a row.
Oh, Pixel, what the fuck is that line?
Yeah, that was a bit scum. It's been dropped by Quag in that corner.
Bruh.
And even with that line, Quag is over. How the hell is Quag going? Oh, Pixel's giving up.
Oh, he spun it!
Oh my days.
I think
at the bottom of the hill, and Pixel's driving backwards. Great 180-degree turn there, but Pixel, big mistake, and he is... I got bored. Oh my god.
I just see this guy start driving over the gravel, and I'm yep, that's only ending one way.
The crucial thing now is, can Oyster apply pressure to Green Ninja Warrior? There's about 4 laps remaining, including this one. The gap.
He's been dropped since Chris's mistake, so.
Yeah, it's by 2 seconds. It's not even close.
I mean, they've matched each other in the first sector. Chris slightly down.
Literally the only way Ice challenges Green is if he bottles harder than Lando Norris. So
Which would be interesting. It would make the race interesting, but yeah, you say.
Oh, there goes Bacon. He's.
I know. I'm just gonna. I can't even be asked anymore, Pixel. I just can't.
Alright, well, they are soon to be lapped as Demo and Bacon, maybe, so Green Ninja Warrior is behind him. You can see him in the background right there. But, yeah.
Yeah, Green is dropping Ois at the second lap.
Yeah, big gaps.
But Chris is not being dropped that much, so...
Something's definitely going on with this PC. He's honestly kind of lucky to still be in the race.
Chris gained the second on Ois this lap.
Well, either his PC or he had a moment in the gravel. One of the two.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be both.
The gravel here is very unforgiving, no matter what kind of driver you are. So yeah.
Understandable. Still on board with Green, still leading this race.
Ois sliding currently.
Tower might be hitting once again. His tower is pretty high around
Ooh,
this
Chris
racetrack.
gained half a second on Ois Green in the first sector.
Yeah, Chris is flying right now.
And he needs to. He needs to see if he can manage a way to finish in P2 to minimize the
never
damage.
mind. He just lost everything in the second sector.
Yeah, he lost it all in the second sector.
Bruh. Okay. Oh.
Pixel's almost got a pen. Not that it matters. He's kind of in the bins anyway, but you know.
Yeah, he's 2 away from a penalty.
So is Quag with 3 away.
Yeah.
No, that's already been over. Unless Demo has like the best final stint of his life and finishes 5 seconds behind Pixel, which I doubt.
Where
Yeah,
is
he's
Pixel?
Pixel. I start spectating this guy and he's riding uphill, bro. What the hell?
Oh yeah,
his
that's
line
his line. I don't know why he does that, but
Oh no, the 360 Pixel.
bro, watch him do
Oh,
it.
where's he going?
Oh, where's he going? He's going wide.
I think he was
Oh, he's going slow. Oh, he's turning around. He's doing 360s. He's
That's
doing
not the
donuts.
360 I meant, but holy shit.
Oh my days, Pixel.
Oh my.
Well, this might allow Demo to. I mean, he's still miles behind his Demo, but like, I mean, he's
It's
there,
like a full sector
about.
fucking behind, yeah.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Ninja Warrior going wide. Chris still hasn't been able to gain on Oiskry.
Not significantly, really, no.
Yeah. Not enough to pose a challenge to the Lambo. And this is actually going to be Ois's best result since ages ago. If it were to stay like this, the
And
gap
Demo's about
5
6
seconds
laps.
is clear. Demo, yeah, he is about to get lapped by
Demo,
Green.
careful, mate. What the hell?
Demo and Green, obviously 2 great friends outside of this league. While Green's about to lap Demo as he get blue flags for the Red Bull. There's a race leader right behind you, mate. So Demo.
Demo has already been lapped, so...
Oh, he has. Well, another blue flag, bro.
No, not yet. He's about to,
He's
though.
about to. There he is.
Oh, well,
there
there
it
we
is.
go.
There it is. Greninja Warrior gets through on the Red Bull and laps Demo. He's actually going wide.
And then he goes deep. Just
Yeah.
goes deep to add onto it.
Yep. Well, there's that. Oiskry. He's done good today. Oiskry's done, you know,
Yeah,
looks like the max.
he's had a solid race. Boring at times, few fights. It's just been controlled and a solid P2 if he holds on to it.
Yeah, and he is not on course to get a penalty as well. So Chris is 2 away from a penalty, which is kind of concerning. But yeah, we start the final lap. He has been trying to push. We start the final lap of the South African Grand Prix. Green 5 seconds clear of Oiskry, his former title rival, of course.
What the fuck is that poster at turn 1? The thing, the what?
Have you not
Have you not
just
noticed
now?
it?
I've just seen that.
Oh my god.
That has been there for like for the last few seasons, to be honest.
Yeah, literally.
Oiskry half spinning.
Yeah, Oiskry definitely now struggling with tire wear.
Yeah, his tire wear's kicking in a bit.
And okay. Alright,
Oh,
well.
Quag's just started his final lap. This guy is absolutely cooked the whole race.
Blue flags for Bacon. Lamborghini right behind you. and he's
Clear
still
him.
fighting him, but yeah. Well, Green Ninja Warrior now is in the final sector. He's done everything that he has needed to do. Lost the lead at the start of the Grand Prix, but has retained it back and has never looked back. Is now going to equal his record for 5 Grand Prix victories in a row, like it was last season. He's gonna take his 30th victory of his career, and he's gonna win for the first time, actually the second time, here in South Africa. He wins the South African Grand Prix, and Braun GP extend the lead in the constructors. Green Ninja Warrior extends his lead in the drivers. Oiskreef gets his best result since like ages in P2, and Chris in P3, and Chris has died on the main straight.
Pixel just handed the position to Demo on the line.
Oh my
That
god,
is
Demo
wild.
got 5th. Holy
Oh
shit.
my.
He just accidentally handed the position.
Well, there's that.
Spectate Chris.